Hi, I'm Rosemary from CandleScience. Today I'm going to show you how easy and fun it is to make your own soy candle. It doesn't take a lot of special equipment, and you can do it right in your kitchen. Soy candles are becoming extremely popular. People have always been drawn to the flame and wonderful fragrance that candles provide, and now you can make them with natural soy wax. Making candles at home is also getting really popular. Some people want to save money over store-bought candles. Others want to get creative and make candles that are totally unique. I like to make soy candles to give as gifts. People love them because they are handcrafted and personal. I'll often match a friend's favorite fragrance and color. Plus, I love that it doesn't cost a lot of money. The best part, though, is that you can sell your candles and start a fun and profitable part-time or even full-time business. We've seen so many people do very well for themselves and their families making and selling candles. I'm sure you're sitting there watching this and thinking it must be hard, but it's easy, so let's get started. Here are the supplies you'll need. Soy wax. We'll use our favorite and best-selling container wax, Golden Brand's 464. A container. We've got all kinds of glassware in containers, but we're going to keep it simple and use our 8-ounce tin. Wick. Based on our wax and container, the CandleScience Wick Guide says to use an Eco 14 for a complete clean burn. Fragrance oil. Let's have a little fun and use our Sex on the Beach fragrance. Now remember, this smells like the drink, pineapple, orange, and peach schnapps. Dye chips. Lots of people make soy candles with no color, but we'll use a yellow dye chip. Pouring pitcher. This piece of equipment really makes candle making easier. They're only about $10 and they last forever. And a heat source. I'm using a hot plate, but you can use a double boiler or a Presto pot. Thermometer. Any candy type thermometer will do. A wick bar. These are optional, but help to keep the wick centered and straight. You could also use a popsicle stick. Glue dots. Also optional, or you can use hot glue from a home improvement or hobby store. And a warning label. A warning label gives safety tips and burning instructions. Be sure to label your candles if you're giving them away or selling them. And a scale. You can use any kitchen or postal scale you've got lying around. In a pinch, you can measure out your materials, but we really recommend weighing them. Purchasing supplies doesn't cost a lot. For what you would pay for 2 or 3 candles at the mall, you can make 10 or 20 of your own. Plus, you can have any container, fragrance, or color combination you want. Now let's get some wax melting. I've already weighed out a pound of wax, which is roughly 5 cups, enough to make 3 8-ounce candles. Once you have a pound of wax, get it started melting. In just a little while, it will melt completely into liquid. You'll want to heat it up to about 185 degrees so that your fragrance and dye will mix in easily. I've got some here that I melted earlier. At 185 degrees, we'll add the dye and stir it up. Remove the pitcher from the heat and add the fragrance. We're adding 1 ounce, which is the entire size sample bottle. Stir thoroughly but gently. I usually go about 20 times in each direction. While the wax is cooling, let's get our container ready. I'm using a glue dot, but hot glue works fine. I'll place the bottom of my wick onto the glue dock. And then secure the wick to the tin. Attach the wick to your wick bar or popsicle stick and make sure it's centered. Once the wax is cooled to 135 degrees, carefully pour the wax into the container. Let the candle cool overnight. I know it's hard to wait. Trim the wick down to about 1/4 of an inch and you're done. Here's a finished candle that I poured yesterday. Congratulations, you've made a soy candle. Your friends and family will be impressed, and I know they'll want one of your new candles. Be sure to visit CandleScience.com for candle making supplies and information. You can also sign up for our email newsletter at CandleScience.com/newsletter to be the first to hear about new products and sales. If you have any questions, feel free to email us at support@CandleScience.com. I hope you have lots of fun making a soy candle. Thanks for watching.